heard someone say that watching content, feminist content, content like mine, they didn't call me out specifically, but content like mine caused them to hate men, and it caused them to start to despise their boyfriends, so they realized that they don't need to consume this kind of content because it was affecting their relationships with men. Now, this isn't anything new. I've also heard women say that content like mine causes them to constantly be paranoid and suspicious that something bad is going to happen in their relationship. And, the only thing that I will say to that is I have several mutuals on this app and friends in real life who either make this kind of content or support this kind of content, and they have healthy relationships with their husbands, you know. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that if you watch, content like mine or content similar to mine, and it causes you to look at your boyfriend or your husband and be annoyed by them, it's more than likely because there's something there that you saw because of the content that needs to be addressed. If we're talking about unfair division of labor and respect and red flags to look out for, and you look at your partner and you get upset, that means that you need to discuss whatever it was that triggered you. Also, in that same video, because another woman was stitching it, she says she chooses to only post happy, positive relationships. More power to her. You can post whatever you want, but I'm also going to say that sometimes we have to have real discussions and real conversations, okay? And 1 in 3 women are going to have been, or is in an abusive relationship. The divorce rate, is kind of crazy right now. In order for things to change, we have to have uncomfortable conversations. Because of all the women in my life, past and present, and, women I'll meet in the future, who took me aside and had those uncomfortable, scary conversations with me, it caused me to wise up. It caused me to end certain situations. It caused me to avoid certain situations. It caused me to move differently going forward. Also, I have, I don't know if I would call them friends, but men that I talk to on an associate level. I'm kind to people. But at the same time, I also make sure I do my due diligence and, protect myself because it's crazy out there in the world. I have boundaries. You're not going to disrespect me. So, but I don't hate men, because then that would mean I would have to hate and despise my son and my dad, and people like that. And I even have some male mutuals on this app. So, again, in closing, because I kind of rambled a bit, if you consume content like mine and it's causing you to look at your boyfriend or your husband or a male friend or family member, kind of side eye them, it is because something that you saw raised up, your antenna, and that's a signal that it's something to work on. Maybe you don't need to break up. Maybe it's just something that y'all need to discuss and things need to change going forward. But we really need to stop trying to find ways to villainize women who are literally at the core just trying to help other women. Avoid being a 1 in 3 statistic. We're just trying to help women as much as possible avoid getting into a marriage because of whatever situation and then having to have a divorce that's costly and time consuming and stressful, or having to go through a breakup that damn near tears her apart.